How much does it really cost to start an Amazon FBA business in 2025? It's probably one of the most frequently asked questions that new Amazon sellers ask when first starting out. There are many different factors and costs to get your business off the ground and start making a profit. If you're new to the channel, my name's Andre and I've teamed up with AMZScout over the past 2 years, sharing my different successes and trying to help you implement those same strategies into your Amazon business. Today's video will be no different, as we'll take a look into all the different costs for starting your Amazon business, as well as what to avoid during the process. Before we get started with today's video, if you're interested in jumpstarting your own product research process, comment down below #freeproduct, and AMZScout is going to send you over a PDF to help get you going in the right direction. So before we get into any of the different fulfillment costs that Amazon charges you to pick, pack, and ship your product, I want to go over some of the basics, which I call the core cost. The core costs of selling on Amazon are your Amazon seller account fees. These are the fees just to have your account and have the ability to list your product. Your first option is an individual plan. For this plan, there are no monthly fees, but Amazon takes 99 cents per item sold on the platform. The other type of seller account, and the one I encourage you to sign up, even if you're not sure how much inventory you'll be selling, is the professional plan that is $39.99 per month with no per item fee. The reason I encourage folks to sign up for the professional plan is because in most cases, you'll sell anywhere between 50 to 150 units your first month selling on the platform. That means if you use the individual plan, you'd be spending 2 to 3 times what the professional plan would actually cost you. The next fee we need to talk about is the referral fees, or what I like to call Amazon's commission. Within the different categories on Amazon, there are different referral fees. For example, you can see from this list that if you sell a consumer electronic, you're paying an 8% fee on the listed price of your product. But if you are in the lawn and garden product category, then you're paying almost double the referral fee at 15%. Next, we need to talk about how you're going to be shipping your product to your customer. And there's 2 different options here, FBA or FBM, or more commonly known as fulfillment by Amazon or fulfillment by merchant. Let's start with the more common method, which allows you to scale and grow your business, that's called FBA. FBA is a program that lets you send products into the Amazon fulfillment network and outsource the packing, shipping, customer service, and returns. This means you'll have to pay for the fulfillment fees and storage fees that Amazon will charge you dependent on the product size and weight. This is important to remember because if your product sits too long in the fulfillment fees, it will heavily eat into your profit margins. That's why I like to use the AMZScout's profit calculator to estimate the different fees I'll take on when selling a certain product. Once you're on a listing on the Amazon platform, open the Pro AI extension and click on Profit Calculator. From here, you can see the monthly storage, fulfillment fees, referral fee, alongside with how many units you plan to sell within a month to see your total FBA fees to sell 1 unit. Now, your other option is FBM or fulfillment by merchant, which just basically means that you yourself are going to be pick, packing, and shipping all these different products to your shopping customers. The problem some folks run into is it can be overwhelming to pack and ship every single transaction. I encourage folks to enroll your product in both services. That way you can sell the majority of your inventory through FBA, and if your inventory levels get low, you can still fulfill orders through the FBM method. The next expense you need to account for in your Amazon business is your marketing cost. This expense is going to be what drives traffic or shopping customers to your listing when they type it into the Amazon search tab. In most cases, the cost per click varies from niche to niche, but you should expect to pay anywhere from 50 cents to $2. Now, you should also budget anywhere between $300 and $500 during the launch phase of your product. The next expense within marketing is product photography and branding. High quality images are crucial for converting shopping customers, and you can expect to spend anywhere from $100 to $500 per listing for a professional to do it. The next business expense we'll talk about is product sourcing, or how much money you'll be putting into your inventory. Now, this can vary dependent on the different Amazon business model you choose. For example, if you're in retail arbitrage, I've seen folks get started with as little as $100 to $500. But on the other side of that, if you're looking to get into private label or potentially wholesaling, you'll need anywhere between $1,000 and $3,000 in inventory to get started. Now, what I call some of the hidden costs of selling on Amazon, and the first 2 are returns and refunds. The average return rate can be anywhere from 5 to 15% on a normal product, but I typically like to say your product shouldn't have a return rate of anything more than 10%, or there's a quality issue that needs to be brought up with your supplier. Another piece of the hidden costs I don't see many folks acknowledge is your time invested. Amazon takes time in the beginning to find a product, design a brand, and waiting for it to arrive to the different fulfillment centers. Take this into account when you're counting on a payday from Amazon. When you first start selling on the platform, it won't be immediate. Finally, what I consider one of the most important expenses that you should take into consideration when starting your Amazon business is the cost for your product research tool. Without them, you will have unnecessary expenses like launching a product that you didn't know had low sales volume or even high levels of competition that made it unmanageable. A great way to analyze your product quickly is on the product research tool like the Pro AI Extension. On the extension, you'll find something called a niche score. The niche score is a number ranked from 1 to 10, indicating the level of product sales volume, competition, and more. Typically, I like the niche score of a product I'm considering to sell to be higher than 7. So if you've made it to this point in the video, it's time to talk about what all these different expenses add up together and what you should expect to pay. Now, if we look at the different business models, the retail arbitrage business model is looking at a much lower amount for you to invest, anywhere between $300 to $600. But if we're looking at private label or maybe wholesaling, that number is going to jump up considerably, between $3,000 and $5,000. Now that doesn't mean that you shouldn't also take into account some of those reoccurring fees, like your storage fees, your PPC fees, and more. If you're ready to start using the different tools, like the Pro AI Extension, to streamline the product research process, I'll have a link in the description of this video that will bring you right to the AMZScout website, where you can start a free trial of their tools. If you guys have any questions on any of the different fees we talked about in today's video, make sure to drop a comment down below and we'll get you going in the right direction. As always, if you found value to this video, make sure to smash that like button, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Peace.